Welcome students. So today I'm going to explain chapter 10 modals. So what are modals? Modals are verbs that are used with main verb to express the mood or attitude of the speakers. Modals have only one form and they do not change according to the person number of the subject. A verb is a verb used to denote the attitude or mood of a speaker is known as modal. So simply they are verb, auxiliary verb and modal verb. You know that, right? So here we are going to study modal verb. Modal verb used to denote the attitude or mood of the speaker. Okay, so the moods and attitude expressed in the sentence given like necessity, advice, giving permission in the formal manner, seeking permission, giving permission in informal manner, making a polite request, etc. Right? So the most common models which are used to suggest permission, ability, possibility, suggestion, advice, obligation, promise, intention, request, necessity, compulsion, prohibition, wish, are, may, might, can, could, will, would, should, must, ought to, need, dare, etc. Fine. So use of models, possibilities for to denote possibility we use may, might, could. For example, may suggest a strong possibility, might suggest a weak possibility, and could shows a very weak possibility in the future and the ability in the past. For example, if you want to convey a strong possibility, then you could use may. You may carry on with your work. Understood? If you want to seek permission, you can add may, can, could. Okay, so can is informal, may is polite, and could is more polite than may. Suggestion you could use ought to and should. For example, you should complete your work. And for request we use can, could, would, won't. Then for ability we could use can and could. See, when you want to tell something that when you were a child was able to do, but you cannot you were able to do. For example, I could speak French when I was 5 years old. Okay, wish, may is used to express the wish. Then promise, for promise we use will and shall, like he will certainly come, I will certainly go for a movie with you. So these are showing promise, willpower. Then courage, for courage we use dare and dare not. Then for intention we use will and shall. Prohibition, must not, cannot, like latecomers must not be allowed. We can't skip the Durga Puja, so this is a kind of prohibition. Now necessity and compulsion we use must, have to, need to. Let's try out one. Choose the correct option to complete the sentence. I wish I could. I wish I could help you, but I have my own problem. So you could write could in the given space. Had I reached the bus stand in time, but I would have caught the bus. She was so weak that she could not walk. She liked to spend some time with you. Okay, so what will you feel here? She will like to spend some time with you. Next is dash, you like to have a copy. Would you like means you are seeking permission, so would you like to have a cup of tea? Now you ought to show respect to your elders. It is necessity, right? And you should ought to your parents. Now next thing, must. The doctor told me that I must not smoke anymore, it's injurious to health. Next is we should keep our friends as happy as we can. Next, Hemant and Anshul asked if they could have some juice. Next, we should do as we are told. Clear? Let's try out two. Choose the correct option and complete the sentence. Can you finish your work in 1 hour? Now, His soul, so here we will write wish, may his soul rest in peace. You need not hurry, there is plenty of time. You should respect your parents. Fifth is, can you lend me your smartphone? Next, the doctor says that she can eat everything she likes. Okay, none must question the ways of God. How can you abuse your teacher? So we will solve now. Next, question number 9. Question number 9 is, you must not violate code of conduct. We thought she might be in her office. Try out 3. Complete the given sentences using must not or needn't with the appropriate verb form from the help box. So, Carol couldn't help. Carol must not help. What will be right here? Must not. Carol must not help him with his homework. I need not ask. Next is, I must not ask Bill about his holiday. She want a general idea of the story. She need not read. What will be right here? Need not. She need not read the whole book. She need not. Here again, need, then not. She need not. Next is, Vishal looks really tired. He studied the whole last night, so tonight he need not work so hard. Okay, need not. Next is, he must not work yet. So we'll write here must not work yet. He hasn't done anything to eat. You must not read his letters. So we'll write here must not read his letters. We need not leave yet. We need not leave. She is sure the shop won't be crowded as you need not go. Need not go. Next is, I shall prefer. I shall prefer to attend the meeting. Next question, he would like to meet. He would like to meet. He would like to personally meet you. Next is, they dash, they can use this parking space. Understood? The English teacher, here fourth one, the English teacher might be. Okay, possibility is there. The English teacher might be on leave today. No one knew whether he, the fifth one. So what do we use here? No one knew that he would be here. So would is the correct option. Then sixth one, you bring sandwiches. So sixth one, will. Will you bring sandwiches? Next, you, seventh is, so what do we feel in the 7? You ought to pay. Okay, so you ought to pay, it's an obligation. You ought to pay. You ought to pay the fee in time. Now, eighth one, the Prime Minister must take prompt action. Next, ninth one is, may I have a word with you? Now, next is, the tortoise said he. So, what do we feel in the 10th one? He could defeat the hare. Now, try out 5. Fill in the blanks with the right word out of those two given against. So, one is, I would prefer to keep quiet. Mostly we use would with prefer. Even in the try out 4 in the first exercise, if you are writing would, that is absolutely correct. The school will remain closed tomorrow for Diwali. Remain, take the participle form. I'm sure we will cross the river easily. Now the fourth one, I shall help you only if you deserve it. Next, fifth one, no one knew whether he would come or not, so possibility is there. Next, you please stop talking. So what do we use? Will you please stop talking? Work hard lest you should fail. So lest is the word that always take should model. I will learn Sanskrit. So this is your strong will. I will learn Sanskrit and none shall stop them. Now ninth one is would like you to do as I tell you. I would like to do as I tell you. Now the 10th one is he will not tell a lie. Okay, so we will write here will. Now the next one, try out 6. You ought to help your neighbor. Next, you should have met with your ailing grandfather. He should be punctual. Next, we must not disrespect. None of us must violate the rules. So thank you so much for watching.